Hello, Jane Fays here from Sydney, Australia. Yesterday I pulled this print and I really liked it, and I didn't want to build a collage over the face. And so what I've worked on overnight and this morning is just building a collage under, so that I actually still get the frame of this magazine image transfer. As you can see, I've collated and gathered a whole lot of old book pages. I have created some interesting papers by stamping and scrunching tissue. I've done some rust printing on paper, and I've just done some stamping on some brown coffee stained paper. I've collected maps, postcards, music sheets, bits of envelope, bits of oriental writing, etc. So I have quite a stash that I've collected over the years, and I want it to be quite neutral underneath her face. So I've taken out any glaring whites and just put a variety of papers underneath. I've actually put a Bible page here, which you can see is from the Old Testament there, and I'm quite keen to keep a verse down here quite obvious, because I feel that that is the theme of what I'm building here. It's a story out of Exodus, how the midwives didn't kill the baby boys as instructed by the Pharaoh. It's an Old Testament story, obviously, and they did that because they feared God. And I feel that this is a strong image, a strong woman, and I think that that really relates well. And so I'm going to make sure that that little verse, so I've torn a page out of the Bible, I've got postcards here, I've got handmade papers. As you can see, I've got a piece of my rust printing there, a couple of maps, hand stamped papers. And so what's the next stage is really, once I've got that, is making sure you take a photo so you know what layers you've got in your collage. And then I'll actually be probably marking about 5 millimeters or 1/4 of an inch, just the lines and the corners where I want the outer perimeter of my collage to go. Even looking at it now, I feel that I'll lift it slightly on the page just to have a little bit more border at the bottom. But once I've done that, it's a matter of unassembling it as much as possible, and then I will be using 2 choices of adhering the papers and the cardboard onto my mixed media cardboard. So I'll be using a glue stick and matte medium, and for the heavier cardstock, like the postcard for example, I'll be using a glue stick, and there's multiple brands. In Australia, Yoo-Hoo's a good one here that I like to use. But with the transparent papers, like the tissues, I've got a couple of tissue papers there, and lightweight papers, I'll be applying them with the matte medium with a brush. So I'm going to take my time with that. I'm not going to show you on video because I don't want to rush. I don't want to get the order, because you can see that this paper goes down before this paper, but then this paper goes slightly under there, and you really need to take your time to make sure you get your layers in the right order when you're adhering them down. And the last piece will be to adhere the face over the collage. So I'll see you in the next video, and hopefully it will have been successful and we'll be ready to adhere down the face. Thank you.